Are you fulfilling your God-given assignment? You see, every one of us on this earth was born into this realm, this physical 3D realm, to fulfill a higher purpose. The first purpose is one, to always keep your eye on God. Never remove your eye from God, because God, Holy Spirit, the divine, is who is leading you during your journey here on earth. Okay, you have to remember, we are not really this flesh. We are spirit. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, so therefore we cannot lose sight of the originator, of where we came from divine spirit itself. Okay, so understand that divine God is a energy. We are all energy, energetic beings. Everything in this world is energy vibrating at different levels. Okay, so that is our first purpose, is to never lose sight of God and the divine and the love that is been given to us, because that is all that matters. We are love beings. A lot of us has just been full of other spirits that we were born into. Okay, however, the next thing is to heal, making sure that we are healing from all of those negative spirits and traumas and generational curses that has been placed upon us. So we must never lose sight of where we came from and who and what we are. And then also healing. We must heal and get back to the divine originals that we are in human form. Okay, that is listening to our higher selves, because we all have a higher self, the God in us that is guiding us and leading us. And then thirdly, we must pay attention and understand the assignment. There's so many hashtags going around saying they understood the assignment. Well, do you understand your life assignment? Do you understand why God sent you on this earth originally? Do you understand why you were born into this world? Everyone that is born, everyone under the sound of my voice has a purpose. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what your calling is? Ask God for direction. If you are not fulfilling your purpose, then you are being a disservice, not only to yourself, not only to God, but to humanity overall. Some of us has multiple purposes, but we're not even living out one of them. Some may be purpose to sing and to heal through singing. Some may be purpose to do hair because they have healing hands and they're just very creative and great at it. Some may be musicians to where you're playing instruments. Others, they may be football players, because that is the platform that is being used. However, they have an even greater purpose than being just a football player. Okay, the football is, or the sports is, a platform that God is using to elevate you to be able to be seen for an even higher purpose. The sports is something that just motivates you to be able to use your talent that you have, the skills that you have, but that may not necessarily be your purpose. Your purpose may be to use your platform to speak on the injustices that are going on in this world. Some of you may be speakers. Some of you are healers. Whatever it is that you are meant to do, are you doing it? Do you know what you are meant to do? Have you went inside of yourself and talked to the God in you and asked the God, the divine that is within you, because the kingdom of heaven is within you. The whole entire universe is within you. Have you taken the time to figure out why you are here? Just because let's get real. Just because you go to church does not mean you are fulfilling your purpose. You may be close to God. That may make you be close to God. It may be keeping you out of trouble, but is it actually helping you to fulfill your purpose? Your purpose is bigger than being in the church. That is the four walls. That is a building. You are the church. You are meant to go out into this world, not be of the world, but you are in the world, and you are to fulfill a higher purpose. Some of you guys are mentors and just so many teachers. There's so many skills and talents and gifts naturally that we have. But there's so many people walking around sad and depressed and lonely and in lack, not having. That is because you are not walking in your purpose. That is because you are not fulfilling the purpose that God has meant for you. Everyone is gifted and talented and skilled in some type of way. And if you feel you're not, then you can also cultivate those skills. They have to be awakened within you, but you have to take the first step and begin to discover and ask what those gifts within you need to come out. What needs to be birthed outside of you? You're birthing something. It is meant for you to keep it within you for a gestation, to be prepared for you to birth it, not to keep it buried within you. All of your riches, all of your abundance, all of your good times and good things that you want, the love, the relationships, all of that is attached to your purpose. What is your destiny? Many of you guys are not pursuing it because you are afraid, because you are fearful. That is the trick of the enemy, to make you feel as if you are not good enough, to make you feel that you're dumb, to make you feel like you're stupid, to make you feel like you're ugly, to make you feel like you don't have enough money, enough resources, enough support, enough money, whatever the case may be. But you have more than enough when you are walking with God. See, the thing is, it's easier for you to stay where you are because you're comfortable than to go outside your comfort zone and to be able to do what God has called you to do, because you're afraid to take that leap of faith because you're scared that you're going to fall. You're scared of really failing. There's some of you out there that really know that you are blessed to do a certain thing, but you're scared to do it because you're scared of failure. You're really scared of success. You know that you're going to make it deep down inside because you know that gift is bubbling up inside. You just want to have all the answers up front, and you're not going to get all the answers up front. Everything happens in divine timing. God will give you the information each moment as you are meant to have it. If you're parents, you don't give your children or divulge all the information to your children for certain things all up front. It's on a need-to-know basis. It's for your protection. But if you knew what was up ahead, you would have been and took that leap of faith. You would have been and jumped. And then there's some of you that you truly don't know what you are good at. But that's why you have to ask. That's why you have to take time out with yourself. That's why you have to take time out with God and ask God, the divine who created you, who brought you into this world to fulfill that specific thing, to say, hey, God, okay, what is it that you created me for? What is it that you purposed me for? What is it that you have me specifically to do that only I can do? Many of you guys are worried that, oh, this field is saturated, or, there's already enough people out here doing this. There's already enough people out here to do that. Baby, there is more than enough room for all of you to do what you are called to do, because everyone has people that are assigned to them specifically. And that is why you're doing yourself and them a disservice, because God has a group of people that is already waiting for you for that thing that you have been purposed to do. But by you not living and walking in that purpose, then you are not serving the people that God has called to you, and that is holding up your abundance. That is how you're supposed to really get paid, not by going to no job. Now, don't get me wrong, going to a job will give you the skills that you need. It will give you knowledge and help you learn how to deal with people and everything else. But every last one of you guys are a winner, a natural born winner, a natural born leader. It's up to you to step into that winner's circle, into that winner's role, into that leadership role. Because that is where your abundance truly is. True abundance, God abundance, divine abundance, the overflow, the land of milk and honey that never runs out. That is true heaven on earth. And many of you right now are living in hell, living in lack, living in fear, living in the space of feeling like you just don't have enough or you just can't do it. Get that vocabulary out of your mind and change up your mindset. It's all about changing your mindset. It's all about going and meditating and becoming one within yourself, one with the divine, one with God. You have to change the way that you are speaking into your own universe, because this is how you create your world, by the words that you have spoken. And whatever you speak, it must come to pass. And you have been taught and trained since you were in your mother's womb. Some of you guys have been taught and trained by other means. However it was, you have been psychologically trained to think that that's too expensive. Baby, there is no such thing as too expensive when you are walking in your divine purpose, because God is your provider. Okay? Understand that. Some of you guys have been taught to live in fear. Some of you guys have been taught to put yourself down. Some of you guys have been taught to speak negative over yourself. Some of you guys have been taught to be full of drama and to live a life full of drama and gossip and everything that is not holy or divine. You have to decide to change up your lifestyle, change up the people that you are speaking to and talking to and interacting with. Yes, it can be a lonely journey, but you have to be willing to make that sacrifice. And that is what most are not willing to do, because they don't want to go through the journey. They don't want to heal. And even if you do want to heal, you don't want to heal bad enough to where you're going to actually take that journey and do what you got to do. But your soul is calling for you. Come back home. Come back home. This is where you really belong. This is where you are meant to be. And many of you wake up every single day and you ignore the calling that is deep down within you. That fire is burning with passion inside of you, but you refuse to answer the call. I want to shout out and big up to everybody who is on their journey, who is healing, who is answering the call. Big up to you. Give yourself a clap. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a hug, because I know that it has not been easy, but it is so worth it. And you will receive the divine word, the divine blessings that God has promised. You will receive the promise that God has given to you. For those of you that are taking that leap and that is on the journey, I thank everyone who is listening to me, who is supporting me. I'm going to continue to put these videos out. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Be in agreement with God. Be in an agreement with yourself. Find your soul tribe. Find your soul family, your spiritual family. Your family that you were born into may not be the ones that are meant to support you. You have to find those people and align with those people who are on a like-minded wave that you are, on the same energy wave that you are on. Okay? If you guys are interested in a personal call, any type of coaching or a reading or anything like that, you guys can click the link down below and book a session with me. I will talk to you guys in the next video.